Morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this gorgeous Wednesday morning, April 3rd. Do appreciate you tuning in today. My guest is going to be Brian Tackitt. He's not here quite yet, but he is on his way, as he's a school teacher by day and Flora High School baseball coach by afternoon and evening. And Brian will join us right here in studio here in just a little bit. Again, we're going to talk baseball today. Should be a lot of fun. This is the best time of the year with baseball and basketball and hockey all going on at the same time. Plus football basically ending as the AAF having a bad day. Again, you're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, over in Salem on Channel 3, here in Flora on Channel 100 or Channel 25, depending on how you're fibered up, and also down in Sisney, in Jeff, Fairfield, West Salem, and over in Browns, all over the place. We appreciate you tuning in. What is going on today? There are some community events we want to tell you about. It's the final day, by the way, of the Flora Unit number 35 preschool screening for birth to 3-year-olds, and that is at the First Christian Church today. It is running here today from, what are the hours on Wednesday? They were a little different, 8 a.m. till 3 p.m. Again, that is at the First Christian Church. If you want more information, and you probably better get a hold of them, the Flora number 35 PAT Prevention Initiative is also offering birth to 3-year-old screenings, preschool screenings. Please make an appointment for either screening or for more information. Contact them at 662-6502, 662-6502, or 662-2014, 662-2014. Also, that's a good, same thing is good for kindergarten pre-registration, kindergarten and preschool pre-registration today until 3 p.m. Same place, same everything. The pre-registration for kindergarten is for all children who will be 5 years of age by or before September 1st, 2019. So if your child is born between September 1st, 2013 and 2014, they are eligible for this, and that they live in the Flora School District. No appointment is necessary for the kindergarten. Xenia Church is going to be at the Flora Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center, as that'll be at 5:30 tonight. They'll be having some folks in there having a nice service. It is Wednesday night. It is church night, as you know. Also, Marty Williamson Country Music is going to be on tonight, and that is at Heritage Woods in here in Flora. That'll be running at 2 o'clock today. Marty will probably put on about an hour show. Should be a good time. Also, the Flora Librarian is going to be at the Flora Gardens Nursing Home today. That's at 10 o'clock. Right after this show, you might go down there and have a chance to chat it up, see what books you would like them to put in. Also, later at Flora Gardens today, karaoke music with Bev. Bev will be there at 2 o'clock today at the Flora Gardens. One other event to tell you about down in Wayne City tonight. Big Mo will be in concert tonight, and that's at 7 o'clock at the Wayne City Church of God. That is a free concert. Always wondering what the big days are. This is April 3rd. It is National Walking Day. It's the first Wednesday of April each year. The American Heart Association sponsors this day to remind folks about the health benefits of taking a walk. Wear your sneakers or take them with you to work, and at some point in the day you're encouraged to maybe take about a 30-minute walk. That's all. It's very healthy. It helps you out. Some great ways to make that more enjoyable. You might wear comfortable clothes. Take a friend along with you to pass the time. Make sure that you stretch your muscles. That's for sure. You don't want to get sore. Drink plenty of water. Move your arms too when you're walking. That helps keep you healthy as well. And make sure you have good posture. That's That's probably good for sitting or walking at any time. This, by the way, the National Walking Day was formed by the American Heart Association to promote healthy living back in 2007. So that's what's been around. And the reason you need that is because April 3rd, now this is every April 3rd, it's also National Chocolate Mousse Day, the decadent dessert that gained popularity in France in the 1800s. And actually, that might help you if you go out and take a walk and then go home and eat a chocolate mousse, or do one or the other first. That'd be a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. What is on Wabash TV tonight? What's on Wabash that you want to see? Well, this afternoon, we've got high school baseball action. It's Belleville East. Will be in Salem tonight to take on to take on the Salem Wildcats. That is at, I believe, 4 o'clock p.m. over there in Salem. Channel 3, Channel 25, or Channel 100 here on your system. Also on YouTube, that'll be on Wabash Catch TV West, not the standard Wabash Catch TV that we watch over here. But over there, it's we kind of separated them out for the Salem folks with Flora folks in case you just to try to make it easier to find what you're looking for, right? Wabash Catch TV, Wabash Catch TV West, or as you're looking at your TV screen, Wabash Catch TV, Wabash Catch TV West. Yeah, there you go. Correct directions. How about that? Also, what's on Wabash tonight? The St. Louis Blues in action this evening. They'll be on NBC Sports Network. St. Louis at Chicago, taking on the Blackhawks. That's Channel 216 right here on your dial. Also, the Chicago Bulls in action. They'll take on the Washington Wizards. That'll be on NBC Sports Channel Chicago, 643. Easy to find on your dial. And I got a few Major League Baseball games that you can keep an eye on, as the Cardinals this evening will be taking on the Pirates, their second game of their 2-game series, and that is at 6:05 tonight. Miles Mikolas on the mound for the Cardinals versus Jameson Taillon for the Pittsburgh Pirates. That is on Fox Sports Midwest, Channel 630. On ESPN tonight, the big ESPN national game, it is the Chicago Cubs. They'll be down in Atlanta. That game's going to start around 6:20 this evening. John Lester taking the mound for the Cubs versus Julio Teheran for the Atlanta Braves. Also looking for the Chicago White Sox. You can find them on NBC Sports Channel Chicago Plus 6. That's Sports Channel Chicago, and that'll be Chicago White Sox at Cleveland, and that's this afternoon at 12:10, and that's Channel 643. Easy to find. If you're not happy with any of those games, by all means, check your MLB network. They've got another triple header going today. That's on Channel 599. All kinds of baseball to watch now, and we are going to talk baseball when we return, as Brian Tackitt is here. He's the head coach of the Flora Wolves baseball team, and when we come back, we're going to see what's going on in Flora. Also, talk about who knows what with Brian when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be back after these. Stick around.
Come enjoy Steel Guitars in concert, April 11th through 13th at the Mount Vernon Doubletree by Hilton. Special guest star this year will be country legend, singer, songwriter Miss Jeannie Seeley. Backed by popular demand will be Tim Atwood, Leona Williams, and Ron Williams, along with Dennis Stromat, Jimmy Burson, and Larry Lang. For more information, go online at southernillinoisproductions.org. Don't miss the Southern Illinois Steel Guitar Show in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area, with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My guest today making a return visit. How about that?
Yeah. Had so much fun the first time.
You're a big star.
I had to come back. That's right. Right. That or you're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Well, one or the other.
To get people in here. So
one or the other. It's Brian Tackitt. He's the head coach of Flora High School, the Wolves baseball team. Also the head coach of the basketball team. Also a history teacher at Flora High School. And we're going to talk about all kinds of different things. Actually, one of the things, and I didn't warn you about this, we're going to talk baseball in a minute.
Okay.
But I wonder, you've been teaching history for how long?
2004 was my first year as an educator.
So 19, 17 years teaching, 15 years.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to teach history in a time like this? Is it just the adults who basically are paying attention to politics more, or because it seems, I got to tell you, it seems like from now to 10 years ago to even 15 years ago, people didn't pay as much attention as they may now.
Yeah, that's true. I teach government too. For seniors, so that really, it really pertains to them. I do current events kind of about every other day or 2 or 3 times a week. And I guess the kids are like adults. I mean, they're going to have their own ideas about what to believe and what not to believe. Right? I tell them at the beginning of the year in my government class, because we do debates, and there may be days too, I tell them, hey, there's something current events going on that we need to talk about. So whatever we were going to do today, we're going to show that to the side and tackle that subject. And I tell them, I don't want you to believe what I believe. I just want you to believe what you want to believe, but know why you believe that.
Right.
And that's why.
And that's the key, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, so if you're going to go out in the real world and you're going to have a conversation about, topic X, Y, Z, whatever, know what you're talking about, but be able to back that and know why you think that way. So, but today, today's world, it's.
I'm interested. Do kids have Do kids pay more attention to that, to the political strata today than they may have 5 years ago, even? When President Obama, or 10 years ago, when President Bush was there?
I still have kids that are genuinely interested in that stuff, and I really think maybe more so today than what it used to be.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, I mean, the media is bigger and larger than it used to be, and it's at the now we have those kids have all Chromebooks in the school, so they've got the news at their fingertips, and they can get all that stuff. And I mean, we talk about stuff. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, those kids they at least have a general knowledge of what we're talking about. Now, maybe they don't have the details, and that's what we try to get them. But we've got a lot of kids that are very interested in. And now I take kids every 4 years to the presidential inauguration. Mm-hmm. And like the first year I had maybe 14, 15 kids. The next year I had 20.
Oh, you're taking them to Washington?
Washington, D.C.
Are you? Wow.
So, I mean, I've done it 3 times. I've been for both of President Obama's inaugurations and President Trump's first one. And every time it seems like to have a few more kids that are going to go, and parents.
How do you do that? Do you have fundraisers or something, or do you have? I mean, I would think you might have a freshman who may not know about it, but by the time he's senior, he's going to be gone.
Yeah, well, we have the meeting early, and I try to reach out to all the kids that might be interested. And the group that we go with, I mean, I've got kids already signed up and been signed up since last September.
For a year and a half, 2 years from now. Yeah.
So, and they got like a monthly plan. So the quicker you sign up, the less your monthly payment is. So that helps out a lot too. But then it also gives us the 3 years of plan. We do Apple Knocker, and they'll have like a fundraiser, maybe
opportunities to raise funds.
Yeah, and they can do stuff on their own too.
What have you seen at the inaugurations that not floored the kids, that they may or may not have expected? Do you got any stories on something like that? I mean, how long do they go? Are they? I mean, it's a trip to Washington D.C. in January, which may not be that good a weather.
Well, no, the first time we went for President Obama's first inauguration, it was about 33 that day with a wind chill 28.
Oh, wow!
And you're up at 5:30. Because you're in the city, by 6:37.
Yeah, because if you try to go later, you're not getting in.
You're not getting in. And in the last 2 times, we've had inauguration tickets from Representative Shimkus.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's a little bit different because you go through more secure areas and you get a little closer.
Right.
But it's almost like the bottleneck effect because there's a lot of people in that area, and your exit and entry is like one street. So
one street, and do they have? All right, now I've seen. I've never talked to too many. I've talked to a few people who've gone to inaugurations.
Yeah,
but bringing 15 kids must be a little bit of a different lassoing thing.
The first year we went, I think I had like 15, 16 kids. President Obama's first inauguration was absolutely crazy.
Well, that was when there was people huge.
Yeah, and when we left to get to our bus, it was about a 3-hour process on foot. And we're trying to cross streets where the flow's going this way, and we got to get over there. But if I get in the flow,
there's no way to get through. Yeah,
I'm going to be like 10 blocks down that way before I can get across. So we had a girl in a yellow coat, and there's not too many yellow coats.
Yeah,
we put her in the lead, and we just locked chains and said, "Follow the yellow coat. If you get lost, look for the yellow coat."
That's great.
But and after the next 2 though, they haven't been quite that.
Yeah,
attended to that quite that well. So
we got a chance to see Aretha Franklin from probably about a half a mile away.
Yeah. We can see the Capitol building with our tickets. But,
is that right?
Yeah, we can see, but you can't see the people.
Have to have a pretty good binocular.
Yeah. Now, the first time we went, we didn't get that close. We didn't have tickets. We were way back at the World War II memorial.
Wow. So all the way on the far end.
So we were just watching a Jumbotron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
All right. Well, then you said you will occasionally, if things are going to happen, if things are in the news are happening in government class, the senior class, you are teaching. You've got some impeachment rules in government. And you're teaching for the state constitution test as well.
Just started that today.
Yeah. That must have been pretty wild a few years ago when Mr. Blagojevich was having his issues.
Well, it gets crazy. I mean, talking about politicians, it just gets crazy right there to begin with. But we try to cover current events, things that's going on now, social issues, and also try to cover the constitutional stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on in that class.
What's their what's a senior in high school's general knowledge? They've already taken a Constitution test in 8th grade, right?
They did, but they got to do it again for me.
Yeah, I understand. I know it's a requirement. But do any seniors in high school remember much they learned in junior high, or what's typical? Well, what is the typical kid walking in? Do they know what's going on in government?
They got a decent idea. They just don't remember the details.
Yeah.
So for now, like for teaching, I got to give the kids a pre-test at the beginning of the year. I got to give them post-test at the end of the year. Show my progress as a teacher.
Yeah.
So I give them that pre-test, and I mean, I wouldn't lie if I said, I hope they bomb this thing, you know. So I give them pretty detailed questions.
Yeah.
Now, they might know there's 3 branches of government.
Sure.
They might be able to, name the 3 branches, but when you get the more specific things about how many representatives, I forgot that.
How to amend the Constitution.
Yeah, what the fractions are and all that stuff. So they forget those details. But for the most part, I mean, I think our junior high does a good job. And kids here, they have a decent general knowledge coming in.
One last thing, and then we'll get back to baseball.
Okay.
We're shooting this on Tuesday, and so it is election day.
Yeah.
In your senior class, 90%, maybe not 90, 70% of those kids are 18 by now, right?
Yeah.
I'm presuming you encourage them to register and vote.
Yeah.
What are the kids fired up? In a local election, probably be pretty tough to get somebody fired up.
Let's see. Last.
Do you know if any of them have even voted? Or
like last November, I had a handful full of kids, or is it 2? I don't get my. Anyway, you get a few kids.
Yeah, but you'd only been 2 months into the year.
Yeah,
for a kid to turn 18.
So and then you got to get registered beforehand and get all the timing period but there were still a couple that this time that we're excited about. So I'd say every year, if we have an election, I have like 4 or 5 kids that are excited to go vote.
That must make you feel pretty good.
It does, and then when they get in there, they get scared, and they don't know what to do. I said, hey, I've done it many times. They change the polling places and they change the location of that precinct table all the time.
There you go. They drive down to that little empty building, and it's empty when it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, I know. Even today, I voted before school.
Yeah.
My 7-year-old son Lincoln, and he's done it enough times. We drove by the building. He says, "Hey, you forgot." And I said, "No, we're not there yet. They moved it." So even he knew.
Wow.
Where the building's supposed to be at, and
that's
he was confused.
Pretty good.
So, yeah.
That's pretty good. Oh, that's fun. It's by golly, it's civics at work, right?
That's right.
Brian Tackitt is here. He is the baseball coach down at Flora High School. We're going to talk a little baseball. We're going to talk might talk a little football and all kinds of other things when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Brian and I will be back right after these. Do stick around.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Come enjoy Steel Guitars in concert, April 11th through 13th at the Mount Vernon Doubletree by Hilton. Special guest star this year will be country legend, singer, songwriter Miss Jeannie Seeley. Backed by popular demand will be Tim Atwood, Leona Williams, and Ron Williams, along with Dennis Stromat, Jimmy Burson, and Larry Lang. For more information, go online at southernillinoisproductions.org. Don't miss the Southern Illinois Steel Guitar Show in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Brian Tackitt. He is from Flora High School. He is the head baseball coach of the Flora High School, and come into today's action, Brian, with a record of 4-5 on the season. You have had this year is typical in a little bit in that you've missed some games due to rain, haven't you?
Yeah, you always have that. I mean, I think we got 36 games on the schedule. You can only play 35, but you know you're not going to even get that many in, and yeah, you know, it's tough early on. You got a lot of rainy and then cold games. It's tough to get a look at. We've had games where it's just tough to hit in or tough to pitch in because it's so cold. But it's the way it is every year. Does
the temperature make that big a difference? I mean, asking as I'll call as a neophyte, maybe, you know, somebody who doesn't know a lot about baseball or never watches baseball. Adam Wainwright had a heck of a time yesterday in Pittsburgh because he couldn't grab the ball. Yeah,
if you throw hard, I think you're okay. I mean, and you got a leg up on the hitters that don't want to hit your inside fastball on a cold day. If you're a guy that likes to throw off-speed stuff, then yeah, I mean, gripping a ball, there's a big difference there. And you know, hitting. I don't know if it hit. You know, for hitting, I think it's more about the ball traveling. We've had some balls early on. Kid comes back and he's, you know, oh man, fly out. And I go, hey, on a warm day, that's got a chance to get out of here. But ball's just not traveling today because it's 35 degrees outside. So it affects it. It's just kind of the way of the world in this time of year during the season. Yeah, I mean, that's why I tell them there's a reason why they go down to Florida to play spring training games. Right. They're not here, and I don't know what Northern Illinois has got to be worse. You know, at least you know there are some Northern teams that'll come down here for spring trips to play because it's warm in Southern Illinois. Well, they kind of have more opportunity to play probably too. Yeah, drier and chance to play without snow on the ground. How many games have you missed so far? You've played 9. That seems 3 weeks into the season pretty good. Yeah, actually, that's not too bad. We've missed 3. Friday, we were in a game with Altamont that got rained out in the 3rd. And then we were supposed to play at DeCoin on Saturday, and they have an all-turf field. Yeah. Well, for the infield. So, we can play there as long as it's not raining, but it rained all day Saturday, so we missed both those games.
Yeah, it was kind of a slew all day long at probably about 10 o'clock down there. It started raining. Yeah. Did you guys end up making the trip, though?
No, we didn't. I talked to the coach about 7 in the morning, and we had talked Friday night, too, about, what the timing and when we left with the bus and were we wanting to go down there and risk it an hour and a half, and we called it at 7.
Tell me a little bit about the team. You've got are you kind of depending more on solid defense and good pitching this year, or are you planning to outscore folks?
We're young experience-wise with guys. We're still trying. I guess you might say we're trying to figure that out still. Last year we graduated like 8 kids.
Yeah.
And so this year we've got one senior that's a 4-year player that's played significantly, a bunch of baseball, and I got 2 seniors who came out for the first time.
Oh, really?
So last Thursday there it would have been our DH, and the other senior wasn't there that day. He was sick. But anyway, so really, I'm trying to figure out what those guys can do at the plate.
That's kind of tricky, isn't it? I mean, a kid that has been in school you've known for 3 years, but then you've never seen them as a baseball player.
Yeah, and I talk to them every year. Hey, why don't you come out this year? And each of them were. And not in a bad way, more of a football guy on one, and one was more of a basketball guy, and they want to get prepared for those sports. I understand that, and but we did get them out this year, and
football and basketball are over for both of them.
Yeah, exactly. They're seniors, and we get those kids, about 1 or 2 a year that say, hey, this is it. And I might well try it now, or I'm not going to have a chance, so that they'll come out.
That must be, whenever you have a team full of seniors versus a team full of underclassmen, freshmen and sophomore, maybe some juniors, I'm guessing the senior class laden team is, I'm not going to say more fun to coach, maybe easier to coach because they're a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah. Outside time is priceless. High school coaches, they know that.
Yeah.
How many times somebody will get on the field? We can hit and do all that stuff in the gym, but getting a group out, like now last year, like I said, I had 8 seniors.
Yeah.
They knew how we were going to do first and third situations. They knew the bunt coverages already. They knew how we do work double cuts, and all that stuff. They already knew that. To go out there, they'll pick it up just like that, and you feel confident going into early games.
Going into a pressure situation.
Yeah, they're going to react because I've had them for 4 years, and they know what I expect of them. Where this year, we start 2 freshmen consistently 3 times, like 3 sophomores. It's just a younger team. Yeah, and when it's not just. Maybe, I'll use a kid like Dickey, for example. As a freshman, he pitched a little bit, played some third base.
Yeah, you've got him going everywhere, don't you?
Yeah, now I need him to pitch. I need him to play first. He played second against Centralia, and he's played third. And, it's something I didn't, it's hard for me. Centralia tried the old early first and third steal, trying to steal a run home. He's at second base, and I immediately thought, I've always practiced him at first or pitcher or third this year.
He doesn't know to. He doesn't know to come up, grab it, and throw it. Yeah.
So the first time he was a little hesitant, and thankfully Centralia messed it up more than we did, and we got the out. But you know what? The next time they tried it again, Blaine did exactly what was needed, and we got the out at home.
There you go.
And he's a second-year guy, but third year, fourth year, everything helps.
It just makes such a difference. Yep. It really does. Talking here today with Brian Tackitt. He is the head coach of Flora baseball. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to talk about some individual players, go through the roster when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Brian and I will be right back after these. Do stick around.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Come enjoy steel guitars in concert April 11th through 13th at the Mount Vernon Doubletree by Hilton. Special guest star this year will be country legend, singer, songwriter Miss Jeannie Seeley. Backed by popular demand will be Tim Atwood, Leona Williams, and Ron Williams, along with Dennis Stromat, Jimmy Burson, and Larry Lang. For more information, go online at southernillinoisproductions.org. Don't miss the Southern Illinois Steel Guitar Show in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. We do appreciate you tuning in each and every morning. As my guest today is Brian Tackitt. He's the head coach of Flora Baseball, the Flora Wolves. And we had Flora, I think we've got you once or twice more this year. I believe we have you Saturday at North Clay. We didn't get we got the football field hooked up for fiber. We don't have the baseball field hooked up yet. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. I mean, I love you guys doing that. That's awesome.
Well, see, thank you very much. Yeah. But that also keeps people from getting a good scout on you.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. Because I mean, I've used it on others. So
of course. Who wouldn't? I would. I mean, no, I don't blame you a bit. In all fairness, whenever I'm sending an email to coaches asking for a roster, I usually send them a copy of a film, maybe of who they're playing, because that gives them more likely to send me something.
That's true. You can give me box score logs and everything. I'll give you what you need.
I'll be glad to help. We've got you on Saturday. Your next game, though, after this is Thursday at Paris, right?
Yeah, that's our conference opener.
Oh, really? So you haven't been in conference?
Yeah, we don't get late start on conference
That's
games.
pretty good. 9 games in, not starting conference. You kind of get an idea idea of what you have, don't you?
Idea what we have, and you can kind of get a little idea what they have too, maybe a little bit by looking at scores, and you can get arm strength built up a little bit too, so you can go in there with your starters.
Well, now that's the truth. In a gymnasium, you're not going to. You got to get outside to get the arm strength built up, don't you?
Yeah, and pitch counts up, so the kids are more. So those first few games, we may throw a kid like 55, 60 pitches, but by this point now, I can let someone go.
Them out.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your team. You've mentioned you haven't mentioned too many folks by name. Who are your seniors on the? You mentioned a couple of the boys that came out for baseball for the first time.
We got 4 seniors. Nick Schaefer, he's the 4-year kid that's played all 4 years, and he does a lot of pitching in infield for us.
Yeah, he's tough. He came in to pitch late in that Sisney game, and Nick's kind of he'll shut that door pretty quick, won't he?
He did. I think he got those last 2 outs with 6 pitches. I think strikeouts and 2 pitches.
I think he had 10 in total.
Yeah. He does a good job for us. He hits in the 2-hole for us, so he's a good player and has been a good player for us for a few years now. The other 2 seniors that came out that hadn't played before, Andrew Pierce and Isaiah Cohn.
I'm surprised Pierce hadn't played because he seems like a pretty gung-ho on the basketball court on the football field.
Yeah, he tore his ACL there in week 3 of football, and I think that left a little bit of unfinished business. With he's like, I really want to play now, and kind of go out and have a season where he didn't get to have one himself in the fall.
He's a good kid too.
He's a great kid, and we love having him around.
Sure.
And Isaiah Cohn's the other kid that came out, and then our 4th senior is Devin Kretzinger, and he's played the last 2 years.
Where are you putting these guys where are you putting Pierce and the other guy especially who haven't played much?
Well, Isaiah's a good athlete, so his hitting's behind a little bit, but as an athlete, I can put a guy in the outfield and just go run down fly balls. So we hit him a lot of fungo fly balls, trying to get him to every time you take one off a bat, get a read, become better at it. So that's what he does for us. I think we got him some at bats early. His hitting has got to come around quite a bit, but he works at it. He whatever you tell him to do, he'll do it. And Andrew's been first base and DH, and and the other day he mentioned it may have been the Sisney game. He slid into second and said something about his knee doesn't like to slide. So even though it was,
but he doesn't know how.
Well, no, his knee, the ACL injury. I'm sorry. Yeah. His knee doesn't like it when he's sliding. So for from a defensive standpoint, first base is a good fit for him.
Well, that, and also you can put an extra runner.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a good thing to figure out. Juniors,
I got Grant Johnson. He plays infield for us and outfield. He's a pretty versatile kid. Will Lehman plays third base and pitches.
Will Lehman pitched the other night.
Yeah.
He threw real nicely against Sisney.
Yeah, he settled in there. He gave up those 5 runs early, but then he second, third, and fourth. And again, we talked about it a little bit. We had games that day, or that week coming up still.
Yeah,
so I had to tell him, you're throwing 80 pitches.
I mentioned it during the game. Poor old Will was going to be out there till the cows
I heard you mention that, and I'm laughing at home saying, yep, you're going to get the 85 today because, you have to. And you know what? He settled in and did a nice job.
He did. And he could have let it get away after that start.
Yeah.
And he was able to keep it close enough, long enough for the teams, for the bats to warm up.
Yeah. He did play third base when he's not there. And he does a nice job at third base. Brett Williams is as an outfielder for us. And Alex Wiles, our other junior, the catcher, and he's caught some games since his freshman year. He does a nice job back there.
I thought Alex was one of the better catchers that I've seen in a little bit. He did a real nice job handling the pitcher, because a lot of catchers, high school catchers, the ball gets away a lot quicker than they ought to.
Yeah, and he's a kid that any pitcher we have, they can throw the ball in the dirt, they can throw the curveball, and they know he's going to work hard to block it. And your confidence in your catcher means a lot.
That's certainly true. Any other juniors going to sophomores?
No, go to sophomores. Gage Kretzinger, he started last year for us and played some infield and does the same thing for us this year. And Daniel Wilson is a first-year player, plays outfield for us. And our other sophomore is Blaine Dickey, which we talked about already before. So
Blaine looked like he's good-sized young man.
He plays defensive end for me too.
Yeah, I was going to say. No relation. Every time I do one of your games, I make sure, especially if he can play baseball, he is certainly no relation to me.
Oh, that's funny.
But he looks like he can hit the ball.
He can. We early in the year we put the radar gun out there and get exit velocities off a tee, and he's by far he hits the ball hard.
Yeah, you just could see you can see an error of coordination.
Yeah,
and maybe a hand-eye thing. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
you've got some youth on the squad. There's some freshmen.
And down assistant Cole Young, he led off and plays center field, and he's had a little bit of shoulder issues, but he's getting better with that. So we want to pitch him too. But he was a great football player for us too. Started for a basketball team.
Yeah, Cole Young's a good athlete.
Yeah. And Andrew Leonard plays infield for us, and he's done some pitching in a couple of our JV games. And we'll need him to pitch a little bit as we go along the season too. Jacob Hawkins.
Hawkins played a little bit that day.
He played in right field that day, and he came as a second pitcher in too.
Yeah, that's right.
Guy. So he can pitch for us as well too. He's got a good arm for a young kid and a little kid, and his hitting will come along as he gets older, but he does other things really, really well right now. Trenton Harrell, he catches for us as well too and plays infield. He started the other day in the outfield against St. Anthony for us, and then Maddox Pierce plays outfield, and he rounds out the roster.
Do you get an opportunity to? Do you get an opportunity? You're kind of wrapped up in football. Do you watch any of these kids play Little League? You probably don't get the opportunity to see them do Travel League or American Legion or anything like that, do you?
Well, the toughest thing to get to is their junior high baseball season, because if it's at home, I may sneak down there and watch a little bit while the kids are getting warmed up for practice, or if it's a offensive day, say, hey.
That's a handy that's right beside the.
Yeah, and it's just a walk, a short walk. So I can go down there and I can watch that a little bit. But, these kids, when they played Little League and stuff, I did not see them. Now I'm down there more now because my kids but not when these kids played. Yeah. So, no, I don't get to see them a whole lot.
Do you give her? I know you have to deal with parents, and I mean I say deal with parents, and not in a bad way. Do you ever get are you able to talk to some of the Britain's places and some of the training places and travel coaches that maybe some of your players will be attending?
Yeah, I talk to Phil, and I've talked to Phil quite often before, and he'll even talk to me like, hey, I need a player. Who should I look for? Who could I get? What can this guy do? And I'll return the favor. Hey, how did he do for you this summer? Yeah. What's he need to be, work on? I talk to guys like that. A lot of times, some of the summer travel stuff when they're younger has been local people, like a father or somebody that I can talk to, or
get a good ear from.
And I'm always asking questions. I'll get to games, but when those kids are playing when they're younger, my ears to the track. I'm trying to as much as I can.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Sitting here talking with Brian Tackitt. He is the baseball coach and football coach at Flora. We're going to talk when we return maybe about what to expect in the Little Illini Conference this year, and maybe in class the good teams in Class 2A, because playing 35 games, you're going to see some teams.
Yeah, we play quite a few teams. Yeah.
You're going to see lots of teams, and maybe who's got the good arms out there too. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Brian and I will be back right after these. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Come enjoy Steel Guitars in concert, April 11th through 13th at the Mount Vernon Doubletree by Hilton. Special guest star this year will be country legend, singer, songwriter, Miss Jeannie Seeley. Backed by popular demand will be Tim Atwood, Leona Williams, and Ron Williams, along with Dennis Stromat, Jimmy Burson, and Larry Lang. For more information, go online at southernillinoisproductions.org. Don't miss the Southern Illinois Steel Guitar Show in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
The difference between a good building and a great building is craftsmanship. It's about taking pride in the finished product. It's about being a professional. Unlike other construction companies, you work with Morton Building's craftsmen from conception to completion. From the plant employees who roll the steel to the company driver who delivers the materials to the construction crews, every one of them are Morton employee owners who take pride in exceeding your expectations. Discover the Morton difference today at mortonbuildings.com.
Welcome back, folks. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Brian Tackitt is today's guest. He is the Flora High School baseball coach, and we've been talking about some of the skills of the Wolves team for this season. You get an opportunity to, well, before we get to good players throughout the area, and you might have some in the Little Illini Conference. So who's going to be what's the rundown of the conference going to look like, you think, this year, Brian?
Paris has had a good run, and Newton actually the last few years have been on top of conference. I think both those schools probably lost a lot of good talent. So I think Robinson is really good.
I guess I should ask the question differently. What I meant to ask is,
I'm sorry,
who is fighting for second place behind Flora?
Oh, okay, that's true. That's true. But you put it that. I tell the kids, never. We don't.
Well, it's always there.
Yeah, it's always there. But if you think it's yours, you'll never get it unless
if you don't think it's yours.
Yeah,
you'll never get it.
Well, yeah, but even if you just assume it's yours too. I mean,
that's true.
But so we don't. I always talk about the other guys and what we've got to do to win every single game, regardless of what level our opponent is. So, the question's fine the way you worded it. But I think Robinson. Like I said, they got a really good pitcher, and the Childress kid played basketball. Yeah. And I talked to their coach over the basketball season. I think he had done a little clinic or something for somebody and hit a little over 90. So,
oh, wow.
And I think he's going to travel this next summer play for a team maybe out of Indianapolis.
How often do you have you ever had a pitcher throw 90 for
me? No.
It does make a difference.
Oh yeah, it does.
It makes a big difference
when you're sitting in that dugout and you can hear the ball. That's
well, I bet you
intimidating.
I bet you when you're sitting in the batter's box and you hear the ball.
yeah. When you get real up close to it, it probably sounds even. I haven't had any. We faced quite a few. Usually has a wooden shoe across the front of the jersey. But there are kids out there that can, and he's one of them.
All right, so Robinson's going to be pretty. Olney is.
I think Olney's going to be pretty good too. They got a lot of young kids. A few years ago, the group that the Little League World Series and made it really, really far. I think those kids are sophomores now, freshmen, sophomores. So they've got a good young group there too.
You always wonder when you see a team advance that far as they did, how much of that skill will go with them as they mature and as everybody else matures and catches up with them.
Yeah.
But only they've seemed to have been pretty successful either way, right?
Yeah, that's a great question though. What you do at 12 doesn't necessarily have any bearing on what you're going to do at 16.
Well, you would think that's the thing. You would think, if you look back, I've watched Little League World Series for 30 years. You've watched the same thing.
Yeah.
There aren't that many major league players who played in the little
No, there's not. And when you see one or they bring it up in a game or something, it's, oh, hey, he did that.
Yeah.
But not everybody.
No, it's very few.
Yeah. So whether you develop late, or you're developing early, and you're ahead of the kids, and kids catch up to you, it has no real bearing on what you're going to do at the high school level.
Do you? Now you teach fundamentals. I mean, that's one of the main things you have to teach, and kids as well as adults probably need reminded of the fundamentals, whatever they are doing in whatever they are doing. Do you occasionally see like a travel team that doing something or a little league coach doing something that you think, hey, that's a mistake, or say having them throw sideways or trying to learn the curveball at age 9.
Yeah,
I mean, most coaches have their hearts in the right place, but can you do you ever step up and say, hey, look, let's try something else, maybe?
Well, it's
kind of a bad position.
I'm kind of controlling, as far as like especially with my kids, my personal 2 kids, So that's probably why I'm doing what, and so I coach coaches pitch, Hey, I'm signed up to coach T-ball this year.
Right.
And a couple of years ago, and I always, back elbow, they used to always say, get that elbow up. Well, I don't like that elbow being up. And Lincoln came home one day and said, hey, Dad, coach said, put your elbow up.
Really?
I said, well, so we had to have, here he was 7. I'm like, okay, well, we need to talk about, you got to respect your coaches. You got to listen to your coaches. And if but don't put your elbow up, type of thing. So
you ever had the Charlie Lau batting style?
Yeah. But the best, I try to get guys involved with me. Lincoln's got an 8U team, and I got 3-4 guys involved with me, and and we try to learn. I'm not saying if I knew as much as.
Sure.
I wouldn't be if I'd be, the Cardinals or somebody.
You'd be Mike Schilt for
So I don't know it all, and I can learn from anybody, and I can learn from the T-ball coach.
Yeah.
So that's not what I'm saying. But I like to get those guys involved and say, hey, this is what we teach, and maybe we can teach it here too a little bit, and it's good for everybody.
Let me ask you a question that you may not have expected. What do you say when you're walking out to talk to a pitcher, and this is your first trip, so you may or may not pull them? Do you always have the decision made whether you're pulling them or not when you're making that first trip? Second trip, he's going. He's got to go.
Yeah.
Or do you ever ask a question as a pitcher? Pitcher's going to want to stay in.
Yeah. No, if it's the first trip, well, I'd say any trip, about 98% I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. If I can see a kid who's laboring, mechanics are not very good. He's tired.
Yeah.
You can tell, but he says, "Hey, I want to finish it." Well, no, you're not going to. Because I can tell.
Do they give you guff? I mean, do they ever? What's the meanest a kid has ever gotten to you on the mound? I guess because it's a matter of pride.
Yeah. Not too bad. A couple of years ago, we were playing a team, and the coach came out to get him, and he just dropped the ball. And started to walk into the. So I'm like, teaching point here, guys: don't drop the ball. Give me the ball, and I will hand it to who I need to hand it to. It was the other team. I'm like, those big yellow poles that we run back and forth. Yeah, we'll do a lot of those so I really. I've never had a problem with a kid like that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's real good.
That's a good teaching moment.
That's right.
It was on the other team.
Yeah, it was the other team. But we always take the time to make sure we're learning.
Before we get out of here, I got to ask: did you win the game?
Yes, we did that day.
Well, that's good.
Yes,
if the kid was frustrated.
Yeah, we had scored about 8 the first inning, and he didn't want to be out there. Coach didn't want him out there. He couldn't get off. He just dropped the ball and walked away. Coach wasn't happy, and I made sure our guys knew that. not a good thing to do.
That's wonderful. Hey, Brian, thanks very much for being here. Appreciate it.
Yep.
That, folks, that is Big Talk with Bruce Dickey today. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon. Enjoy your day, folks. We'll talk to y'all real soon. See you later.